Go tit. Go tit. All righty, y'all. Make sure it's Fabian behind. All righty, y'all. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Islam, Islam, Islam. I am Brother Hassan Ghazi Obey here in Morocco at northwest of Mexico. How are you? And I am here again, guys. We're here for another magnificent community service every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as we
another one.
7HealStar.com Astrology Firm. I am here for our 7-day Tropic Medical Astro Weather Report with my magnificent and beloved brothers, in whom I'm well pleased, and they are
Islam. Terrell Jamari Bay. Islam.
South Regulars. All right, go ahead. Yeah, everybody gets an ad lib from me, man.
Islam, brother Shining L, all is well. And sometimes my bros also call me
Braveheart. And chilling in the green room with us in the background is our beloved brother, in whom we well please, and he is going to unmute his mic in 3 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Go, bro. Well, it is brother Aramuawa Bay. I guess he's just being reticent at the moment.
Well, we can do
right?
this. Hold on.
Is his mic on? Yeah, that's who it is. Yeah. That's exactly, there you go, man. That's the perfect sound bite, man. That's classic. Yeah, man. We've been going in this morning, man. Like, we've been doing much civics. Now it's time for the astrology, man. We've been going hard. I know I woke up like 6-ish Eastern and just like civics, you know. So, yeah. So, other than that, guys, without further ado, let's get to this. Let's see if we can do this under 2 horas. Right, so let me come on back here if right. Oh yes, got it, right. And let's go with the sharing the content, sharing the screen here, and start the broadcast, right. And let me go right here and close my door. Actually, I had it closed. Right. All righty, you all. We are here for our 7-day Tropic Medical Astro Weather Report with our 7HealStar Astro Calendar for March, Aries 2022 to February, Pisces 2023, guys. Time never was when man was not, and we are quoting Al-Hajj Sheikh Sharif Abdul Ali, doing religious corporate activity, being Prophet Noble Drew Ali. All righty, and we are here for the moon cycle, right? That has both the earth sign Virgo, the Virgin, right? Anciently and contemporarily ruled by Mercury, and the air sign Libra, right? Dealing with the quote unquote scales, anciently and modernly ruled by, or anciently and contemporarily ruled by Venus, all righty? And we are here actually looking at this here, and actually that ingress, right, for Sun in Libra is actually tomorrow. And if I'm not mistaken, brother Sean Alim L is going in on that, right? It's for the 22nd at about 2104 minutes Eastern, right? However, guys, we are here, right, for the 22nd. Through the 28th, all righty. And for Thursday, is brother Sean Alim Al giving his diverse testimonies for those 4 transits there. I, brother Hassan Ghazi Obey, for my 3 testimonies, I actually have 1 aspect and 2 ingresses, it looks like, for the holy degree, right? So after, the Sun and Mercury are conjunct, right? So there's a Mercury Kazemi there. And we spoke about that on the Intuition Monday, last Monday, not this Monday that just passed. Last Monday, we spoke about the sun ingressing Libra. So you guys can go and check that out. However, now we're here actually doing it, right? So we're back to the future. All righty. And then I have those two ingresses for Luna and Mercury, right? Look at that. They're both ingressing same day into Virgo. Muy, muy interesante. For the 24th, it is Brother Terrell Tamari Bay for those three testimonies there. And for the 25th, actually, pardon me, the 25th, and for the new moon that's happening there on the 25th, which we had discussed just also on this Monday that just passed, just 2 days ago, for the new moon in Libra. All right. So you guys can catch on up to see what global delineations, global testimonies that came up to a full synthesis or delineation that 7HealStar Astrology Firm gave for last moon day and moon day from 2 days ago. Still, Brother Terrell Tamari Bay will be giving his diverse testimonies for these 7 events that are happening here. It looks like 6 transits and 1 ingress. And for the 26th, for Rosh Hashanah, it is I giving my diverse testimonies for those 5 transits there. For Tuesday, Ilawa Hamael, for the 27th, is Brother Sean Alim for those 2 aspects and 1 ingress there. Wow, we get to see 3 lunar ingresses. We're going to talk about 3 lunar ingresses, right? Lunar ingressing Virgo, right? Libra and Scorpio. It's a fast moving Luna here, right? Going to see 3 ingresses, all righty? And closing out for Odin's Day, Woden's Day, the 28th, all righty, September 2022. Brother Terrell Tamari Bay will be closing us out for that 1 transit there, giving his testimony for that Martian Saturnian trine. All right. So I am going to now come on back here and stop the screen share and get ready to do my post-production things that I do while Brother Sean Alim L goes in on the 22nd for his 3 testimonies and solar ingress into Libra. All righty. And without further ado, I gift to you all as he has gifted to us his presence. Brother Sean Alim L. Islam.
Islam.
Do your thing. Oh, you know what? Guess what? Let me do this.
The screen share.
Oh, doski broski. And let me make Brother Terrell the co-pilot.
Yeah, working the remote control wheel.
You already know remote control and Terrell Tamari Bay. Right? Check that.
The sun would say.
What'd you say, bro?
I said moat control, as some would say.
I know, right? Moat, the moat control. All right, let me move that out the way so I can actually be thumbnail free on the right-hand side of my screen. All righty. And now I yield the floor to our beloved brother in whom we're pleased, Brother Sean Alim out. Islam.
Islam. All righty, we've got Thursday, Thor's Day here. We've got sunrise. We say the sun conjunct the ascendant. And the sun is at 29 degrees Virgo, 26 minutes. So closing out Virgo season tropically, right? So kind of just review your sun transit cycle of Virgo. You know, how did you organize your health, services, all these different things is in its 12th house. So, really just, maybe meditate and just really, if you don't meditate, just kind of like, if you might rise out of bed and you're like, I'm going to sit here for a little, just kind of take a little doze and just, really reflect, really just think about a lot of things as the sun is about to ingress Libra. So kind of just see where you came this month and just get prepared and plan for the next one. And I will yield and get into the first aspect. And we have a lunar Martian sextile. Let's see what we got here. Occurring at 1:59:53, so still super duper early or late, however you like to look. And we have Luna and Leo at 16 degrees 45 minutes. And we have Mars at 16 degrees 45 minutes Gemini in the 11th house. All right, so this is some 111 energy. This is kind of like embarking and stepping out into your new journey. This is what the collective could be feeling like, whether you're this is like group, new group beginnings, like whatever you've been working on with your friends, colleagues or work, any of those fashions, whether it's astrology, service, whatever you do, lots of service or creative, you really be looking to find ways to step forward and venture out into these journeys and services here. Leo, Moon Leo in the first house. So yeah, collective definitely will be feeling like a sense of nobility or just fiery energy, fiery, creative, loving energy here. And like I said, Mars in 11th. So that's really, let's see. So yeah. This is really about, creative. In private, this is like, pardon me, really healing here. Mars ruling over the 12th and the 5th there, so, and the 11th. So just some creative and friendship regeneration. It's also going on with that, and just how you nurture yourself. So either just some nurturing communications, or also I would say nurturing action for some with this. And this is a good opportunity to move forward and just make the necessary plans as the sun is still closing out Virgo. So just any details or adjustments and ways to keep walking your way. And I will yield for Luna sextiling Mars there.
Walk your way.
Walk your way.
Not like that. Okay. It's love.
What we got next? We got a lunar Uranian square here. All right, what we got here? All right, we got Luna in the 12th. All right, and Uranus in the 9th. I hear this is looking like we got Virgo on the rise. Lunar. All right, this will be values and ego. So this is like a values and ego battle. Collective, see 12th house, Luna in 12th, Uranus in the 9th. We still got the North Node there too. So yeah, this is what's that one song? I think listen to your heart here, right? With this, because Luna and Uranus, that's like, kind of like an unconscious, subconscious level, and just your mindset. So really just listening to your heart when it comes to some things. So you're healing, you're in solitude. Uranus is all about values, but now the values is in the 9th. So this is like long distance travel or just foreign studies to you. So when it comes to, jurisprudence for some, or astrology, or like psychology, all these different things, this is really about stepping out of the comfort zone and really just stepping into your heart of what you know is true, and just not letting things be like really about materials here with this. And Virgo on the rise, Mercury in the 1st, and Libra retrograde there, ruling over Venus and the sun. This is really about just reflecting on what do you truly want, what do you truly need, one's wants, one desires, assets, liabilities here. With that, and just how you relate. So This is like they would say like a spring cleaning, kind of just tossing everything out that needs to go and what doesn't work. What doesn't give you life, what doesn't bring true comfort and true stability to your life and to your wisdom. So is it that your actions, our actions might need to change, or is it just what wisdom we think that we've clung on to might need to go, some beliefs might need to go. So be really looking for I'll just say like some challenging foreign things coming. This might shock your mind, whether it's foreign culture or it's just some things you might have heard about that some would kind of call like quote unquote conspiracy, whatever, but it really come to be true. So be open to changing how you feel about things, and also just changing your values, especially if they're not rooted and secure in what you feel is best for you. And I will yield and get into the next aspect on this Thor's day, on this Jupiter day. Let's see what we got. We've got a lunar Saturnian, reflection. So we've got 11 and 5. All right, this is 7:06. So definitely still early here. So yeah, back with the sunrise. Yeah, if you can really just sit and reflect, like before you really kind of get active, if you can. But if not, definitely just be keeping mental notes and mental's track of just what's coming up. Luna's in the 11th, so we got part of fortune right there too. So yeah, this is like mothers. Yeah, mothers are going to be talking, really having some conversations. Saturn's in the 5th. So yeah, mothers like reflecting on just their romantic life and just who they're, and deals with, or just some creativity, maybe getting some creative help from some sons, and really just talking about and reflecting on these different like processes, topics and all that. It's really just having the talks. Moon and Saturn, that's emotional structuring. Some will say like tough love or whatever, but really just being truthful and stern. Venus, rolling over this in the 12th. So yeah, definitely things are coming up that have been like privately hidden, especially like when it comes to either like the work or the home, and definitely just reflecting on that, communicating, because it's been on your mind. So looking at whether to seek justice or harmony. So maybe that justice and harmony or peace has came within oneself, and now that's being communicated on the outer, because it's been cleared, or it's, the other way, whether you look inside to out, outside to in. With that and Leo and Aquarius, yeah. So really, as we've said before many times, if you have hate in your heart, let it out.
You got hate in your heart, let it out.
Yeah, just let me see. Yeah, well, Venus on the 12th, they probably don't want to show their face, but faces coming out, probably seeing flashes here of things, and memories, dreams, that you just kind of can't really get away from, or they're coming up strong. So now it's the opportunity to deal with them or talk with it about it. Luna in the 11th, Saturn in the 5th, Mercury right there on it, ascendant. So yeah, really communicate your dreams. It's probably going to be a lot more people interested in like dream interpretations, or things of that matter. Just dreams and visions here, making notes, having the conversations within the groups, and just making necessary changes. Just how you apply yourself and how you create. And really, being more about, because the heart's above. So this is all about the hearts right here. But, keeping the mind in check as well. And yeah, I will yield for that. Yeah, I'll yield for that and get into, we got Sun Ingress Libra. Oh, and the 5th. I want you to look at that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, all right. So we got Sun Ingress Libra. Wow, we got Uranus on the ascendant. Ooh, wow, that's a pack 12. Jupiter, Chiron. What is that? Spirit right there, Hassan.
Correct.
And North. Oh, wow. This is yeah, Sun Ingress Libra. This is for the Baltimore Corporation. Wow. This is like, like kind of like, what's that saying? Love is in the air, right?
Love is in
Sun
there.
Ingress.
Everywhere I look around. Okay, I'll stop.
Yeah, love is in the air. Wow, Venus in the 5th too. Yeah. Yeah, it's like love in the air. A lot of festivals being planned. Yeah, this is really great. Actually, I'm loving the energy of this. Uranus on the ascendant. So yeah, this is planning, doing things, having a lot of actualizations when it comes to the self-worth for the collective, right? For all the sentient beings out there. Because we got Luna still in Leo, Venus right there. So yeah, relating. This is like exchanging. I can see like artists maybe like exchanging some paintings or like collaborative projects. This is a lot of collaboration going on. Vertex in the 6th. So yeah, fatal relationship. This is yeah, this is gonna be a beautiful moment right here. A lot of collaborations, a lot of productions, creative work. Like I said, meeting a lot of folks that can either bring you the network or like the finance or the connections to really assist you more, or just to build something really true. And look, Saturn's doing good in the 10th right there. So yeah, Chiron. So yeah, after a lot of healing, especially yeah, check back what you were doing when spring happened, because now we're in that 180 reflection. So now we're really either bearing fruit or starting to see the fruit bear from playing back then. So a lot of past wounds have been healed, a lot of career changes has been made or will be made. And yeah, wow, destiny, purpose, wow, all that's in the 12th. So yeah, definitely reflect on your dreams and just reflect all that you have done since the sun at first ingress Aries, since that time. Yeah, reflect deep on that, make any necessary changes, organize, relate, enjoy, celebrate, for the hard work you have done, that we all have done in our different fashions and means, treating ourselves to something nice. Yeah, that's great. So, and that had a voided course on that first one, Jay. Oh yeah, so Luna, wow, it's gonna be voided course for 703 for about
1357.
What'd you say, bro?
1357.
1357. Indeed. Yeah, so that loan is avoided, of course, after that reflection. So yeah, no major purchases from 707 to 353 at that time. 13 earns.
Was it? Let's see.
707 to 353.
20. Hold on. 104.
20.
Yeah, 2104.
2104. All right.
7 minutes that void course is.
That's fine.
You already know, bro. I got your back. Alley-oop.
Boom.
You already, bro.
All right. So yeah, during that, and just to wrap up for the Sun Ingress Libra, yeah, it's going to be a very great and exciting moon for the collective when it comes to art, festivals, justice. Mercury's still in retrograde, so yeah. This be expecting a lot of peace, balance, closure, a lot of
My bad.
healings.
Forgive me. I was loud and wrong. I just realized why you were saying that. Hold on 2 seconds. Hold up, bro. Let me recalculate that. Hold on. It's way more than 13 hours and 57 minutes. I just realized
about 20 hours.
Bro, it's definitely like 20 something hours. Hold on.
20 hours.
I'm out. 407 would make it 21 hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
So hours and 46 minutes. 20 hours and 46 minutes. Everybody needs to make all their transactions now.
Literally.
Because they won't be able to transact again until after 3:53 on Friday. 0300 hours, 53 minutes. So I was loud and wrong. Let me correct my loud and wrongness there. 20 hours and 46 minutes, the Luna will be void of course. So from 7:07 in the morning, Thursday, till 3:53 in the morning, Friday. So that means, yeah, make all those purchases tonight or today or before 7 o'clock a.m. next day. Corporation. Adjust your time zones accordingly. I yield, Brother Sean. I just wanted to correct myself, bro. Pardon me. Because I did it off the solar ingress. So just to be correct, 20 hours, 46 minutes.
Islam indeed. And I yield as well to you, Brother Hassan.
Islam, indeed. Yeah, Brother Terrell just corrected me because I think I already had it set for the Sun-Mercury conjunction there. But first I need to do sunrise, right? And the Sun-Mercury conjunction actually happens way before the sunrise, actually. Because you see here during sunrise, Mercury is already past. As far as in its retrograde, it's just 3 minutes away from ingressing Virgo again and being dominant. However, this is taking place at 0659 minutes and 22 seconds, or you would say 6:59:22 ante-meridian Eastern, from the perspective pertaining to the Baltimore Corporation, Maryland State Republic. All right. Now, with this particular sunrise here, man, Sol or Sun is ruling the 11th house, which is very interesting because Leo is naturally a 5 number, right? Dealing with the 5th house naturally and the Sun naturally. However, this just really just brings to mind, even with part of fortune still lingering there with Luna in the 11th house, it just really lets me see here, and this is obviously after we have a ingress into Virgo, but right before Mercury makes its ingress into Virgo. And all this is happening this holy day, guys. So for this holy day, for February 23, September 2022, right? Iloa Ana Il, right? According to, you know, as we can see here, Iloa Ana Il, where the Sun, which deals with Venus, however, where the Sun is at 0 degrees, Libra, 24 minutes, alrighty, 1442 Aquarius age, some would say, right? And what we're seeing here, guys, I really think that people are going to see the talent in their little ones. And even if the little ones are not directly made by you, so to speak, so let's say in the terms of beloved Sun Master consorts, your beloved Mother Mistress consort, who have manifested little ones prior to your union and blending the kinship, you'll see a talent there that will really come forward. When Brother Sean had the, you know, Luna and part of fortune, actually in 11th house, and one of his testimonies, I was thinking like, man, Luna, part of fortune was at 21 degrees, Leo, 1 minute, and that's just screams the stage to me. So people are going to really see the talent in children, and even if it's not your children, it's going to be someone else's child. So even if it isn't, you know, you all are in a relationship, it could be uncle noticing talent in his niece or nephew, or an aunt noticing a talent in, you know, their cousin's children or something like that. You'll be able to really see that. So what's going to be brought to the rise here is probably some ideas, some offers for contracts probably will be brought to light, actually. And all I can really say is, yeah, sign the contract provided you are completing this. Luna is no longer void of course at this time. So, considering those contracts are not bad at all. However, one would possibly consider, even though it's still a conjunction technically, Mercury being technically void of course on its way in appearing retrograde from here on Midgard, Earthling Asha. However, by not being exact, one could say Mercury is void of course technically, before it actually is on its way back to where it's going to, Mercury's going to stop because this retrogradation arc, or what some people modernly call the retrograde shadow, is only from 29 degrees 13 minutes Virgo to about 8 degrees 55 minutes Libra. All right. So with that being said there, guys, we're going to really be able to take into account if there was some talent that children were going over, and there's some contract offers. I think you're going to be very prudent in making sure make sure it's fair for not just the child, however, for the entire kinship, all right, for the entire quote unquote family. All right, so I think that would be something really amazing for you all to just really consider, especially since this is the double-headed eagle moment, right? The sovereign grand inspector general, right, type moment. The double eagle is one of those tokens that sovereign grand inspector general pertaining to quote unquote masonry. The double-headed eagle is just speaking about the sun being at 29 degrees Virgo, 0 degrees Libra. Go on and check your clock of destinies, right? I think that's book 2, if I'm not mistaken, where you get that information as far as the double-headed eagle is concerned, and compare it to your Masonic Bibles that you all may have if you are a part of Prophet Noble Drew Ali University. We have that within our library, and you can get your comprehension from your Masonic Holy Bibles, so you can be able to see the different positions and emblems that are there. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to my first testimony. I have a solar mercurial conjunction, actually. And that's happening prior to this sunrise at 0250 minutes approximately. 0200 hours, 49 minutes and 40 seconds to be exact, for 23rd September 2022 for Ilawa Ana Il. All righty. That's Venus Day, right? We term Freda Day or Freya, right? Freya Day, right? For Friday. All right. And this conjunction is taking place in the 3rd house, guys. Look to the center of your wheel there. Find the number 3, and you will see that Mercury is ruling this conjunction while Cazimi. All righty. We all know that Cazimi means a planet, specifically Mercury in Virgo. However, you can do this with any planet you choose, in my perspective. Cazimi is when a planet is 0 degrees 0 minutes to 0 degrees 17 minutes as far as the difference in distance or orb from the sun. So Mercury is Cazimi here, right? And it happens often. All righty. So every time there's a retrogradation going on, there's always a Cazimi going down. And so, guys, you're going to be able to really have an unvolation in communication and thinking. You'll be able to actually revive some things that you thought you forgot. And it's going to come to you like that. All righty. It's going to be like, hey, I haven't done this in a long time. And then it's like when this moment presents itself, you're going to be think, right on top of it. It's going to be really, really amazing. Of course, Luna technically is still for the course here during, this conjunction here. As you can see, Luna's there at 29 degrees Leo, 27 minutes within the 1st house under the sun's rulership, while Cazimi with Mercury here. So the sun is ruling the 1st house, while Mercury is ruling both the 2nd and 3rd. So guys, you're going to really allow yourself to bring some valuable thinking here, all right? It's going to be very fortunate for you to really find the beauty in the detail, all right? Not so much the devils in the detail. What you'll be able to do is really isolate yourself. Take a break from your wallet. Take a break from your, just during this moment until about 3:53 ante-meridian. So until about another hour and 4 minutes from this moment. All right. Keep taking that break from your wallet, take a break from your carts, your checkouts, and really go within and really see how you can still do that thing that you thought that you've lost. Now, I'm not saying, go and reach for the Dictionary and still see if you're a Mac. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that particularly, you know what I'm saying? What I am saying is, though, guys, you'll really allow yourself to be creative in your thinking and communications on this day. Maybe take a short distance travel. You may want to go and walk, if not, allow yourself to do that step aerobics type exercise. Get your steps in for all of those that are getting their steps in while they are within their domicile. What you can also do is really allow yourself to maybe speak to your neighbors. That's a possibility too. You may find yourself not even meaning to, but maybe one of your neighbors may need a hot shot for their wheel because their battery has gone down. I know that sounded so specific. However, if it happens to anyone, just let us know. Just, hey man, you know what? That was wild. I did actually help my audio, or your neighbor helped you. So now check that battery, check that alternator. And with that, I yield the floor. Next happened in approximately 0300 hours and 53 minutes after that 20-hour and 46-minute void of course. Luna's ingressing Virgo here. It's happening in the first house, still under the sun's rulership. And guess what? Mercury is still Kazemi, ruling the second house, guys. Hey, all I can really say is you weren't expecting that to hit your Cash App, but there it goes. You weren't expecting that raise. However, you got some award at your job. And it's really going to happen because people are going to really pay attention to the values that you really bring overall to the leadership there. So this might be Employee Appreciation Day, so to speak. Alrighty, there may be a means of someone actually going out of their way, probably the manager or the supervisor, maybe going within their own funds. The employee appreciation may be something as little as Dunkin' Donuts and coffee. That is not a tag. I'm just saying, I know how a lot of people think America runs on Dunkin'. Alrighty, it's not a shameless plug at all. It's not a shameful plug. I'm just reaching you guys because that's probably what people will do. Like, hey, yo, hold up. I was watching that weather report. Is it really? What is happening here? Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. I know, 3:53 a.m. I get it. And 11 seconds thereafter. So, for those of you working what they term, quote unquote, the graveyard shift, that's probably what will, probably take place. You may also really find yourself really considering that office romance. I know I said it. God, I said it. Because it's really, something that, your heart and your gut is saying, you know what? I know they said no fraternization, but I'm finna shoot my shot. So guys, just keep it on the down low. That's all I'm saying, right? And really allow yourselves to really respect one another while you're there, exchanging your time for compensation so that you do not risk losing, I guess, whatever, energy that you deem you may need for that date and or that trip you would like to take with one another. And with that, I yield the floor. Next, I have Mercury's ingress into, I have Mercury's ingress. Oh, pardon me. I didn't mean to do that. I have Mercury's ingress into Virgo. Let's actually see if it's going to go backwards here. All right, let's see. Boom. It's going to take me to another time, another month. I knew I was going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go back. It took me all the way to July 2023. August 4th, right? Let's go here. And let's just do 29. 59. Right? Hit the next button there. Boom, shakalaka. Right? September 23rd. Right? Interessante. This is where I'm going to take this right now, though. We're going to go 22nd. Let me actually adjust this. Let's do 2. And let's take the time to 0804 minutes. I'm going to turn it to 8. I'm going to turn this to an 04. So we're going to turn this to 0. And let's apply the date and apply the time. And let's see what we haveth here. Interessante. It's showing at 1. Okay, pardon me. I get it. 3. That's where I was. Okay. I need to the space. Okay. Got you. Let's do that now. How are we looking now?
Jesus Christ.
So 8:04. Let's actually make it like 8:04. Let's see what happens when we make it 30 seconds. All righty, there we go. So approximately 0800, 4 minutes and 30 seconds, guys. That's what I have there. Thank you for your patience, you all. You already know, too cool to be embarrassed, guys. We're building it while we're flying. Just wanted to make sure that we had Mercury ingressing based on the retrograde there. All righty. And as you can see, Mercury, Venus, and Sol are all within the 12th house, which is Saturn's joy, because Saturn really enjoys wisdom, while it's really sitting there guarding the 5th house cusp before ingressing the 4th house. All righty. So with that being said, guys, you'll be able to really allow yourselves to bring forward. It's interesting how Mercury is, ruling over the 12th house also. I mean, it's actually has accidental dignity in the 6th. So it would have an accidental debilitation, as some would say. Some people would say that it has an accidental debilitation there within the 12th house. However, what we're actually seeing here, guys, that you'll be able to really allow your values to be communicated in an effective way, because you're going to really come from the heart. You're really going to allow yourself probably to outshine what it is when it comes to, the things that you possess. You know what I mean? You'll probably really show, like, say you get a flat tire. I'm not wishing that on anyone. You get a flat tire, or you may find, oh man, what's that dip, in my fender? Where did that come from? You're going to really find yourself taking it real easy. You're going to be real laid back, real easy, and letting it go. Because what you'll do is you'll be able to find a harmony and a balance that will allow you to really be able to digest the fact that, some things, you may not know. However, you may get an unrevelation to what happens. And if you got like a ring camera, you'll see that dent came from some deer that didn't see your land conveyance and ran into it. It's not like you'll be behind the wheel. I trust no one's behind their wheel and hits the deer, but some animal ran into, into that, or somebody accidentally dented your land conveyance. So I can kind of see that actually occurring there. Interestingly, still in the 11th house is Luna and a part of fortune, muy interessante. So the sun, while it's rising, of course, well, like I said, after the sunrise, we will see this ingress, Mercury ingressing Virgo. So now it's dominant though, however. So even though Mercury has an accidental dignity, accidental debilitation, according to some astrologers out there within the 12th house, it's ruling the 12th house while dominant. All righty, guys. And again, Mercury's going to be there in Virgo till it reaches about 29 degrees, 13 minutes. So it's going to be there for another 46 arc minutes before it goes station direct, or appears to be station direct from our perspective here at Midgard on Earth plane, Asha. All righty. So with that being said, guys, really allow yourselves to really find the beauty on the things that you really kind of have communicated within your heart, and really just allow those things to ascend and give rise to something very fortunate for the people to be able to share, either with their loved ones, or you share with them something from your subconscious mind that, people will actually look at you like, hey man, you're actually down to earth. I had no idea. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. All righty. So, and don't forget, guys, please remember, again, this particular retrogradation arc is from 29 degrees, 13 minutes Virgo until 8 degrees, 55 minutes Libra. So once Mercury is past 8 degrees, 55 minutes Libra, it is all a go for Mercury being direct until once again it is 26 to 29 degrees away from Sol, the sun. With that, I yield the floor to my beloved brother, in whom I'm well pleased, Brother Terrell Tamari Bey, Islam.
Sauce.
Islam.
Islam.
All right, so we're looking at the 24th of September. This is Saturday, right? I'm looking at the sunrise.
Forgive me.
Okay.
I made a mistake. There you go.
There you go. Sun is at 1 degree Libra, 23 minutes, right? So this Saturday, we're approaching the new moon, so it's best to just really relax. You don't want to overindulge. Just really consider and observe what you have been experiencing or feeling for the past 28 days, or 28 days specifically. And as always, start your day with a glass of water. The first aspect we're going to look at is Venus opposed Neptune. And this is happening before sunrise, so the dreams could be potent here. But this this is like some sort of a upheaval with the work environment, so to speak. You could just really see most people who work jobs or whatever, like they're like going on strike, so to speak, because of some sort of whatever marketing scheme or whatever equipment that was needed for the work environment, it wasn't being, given to the people. So, like I said, they may be doing a strike and not going to work, so to speak. Or this could just be the people, again, just coming together and unifying. You're seeing the unity, as people love to talk about disunity all the time. But it's like, what's the point of talking about disunity so much when there's obviously some sort of unity happening? So why not focus on that instead? That sort of mentality is being reconciled. It's like Venus opposed Neptune in the first house, Venus in the first, Neptune in the seventh. It's like reorganizing or reconsidering where you're putting your energy and why you are putting your energy into that thing, whatever it is. But specifically, whatever it is you value, right? So now there's a reconfiguration with that. But like I said, Neptune in the seventh, retrograde at that. It's like, there's some sort of social unrest, and there's going to be some upheaval with that because the people are, starting to stand up and really know who's serving them and who's not, like who's taking from them and who's actually helping, so to speak. What really resonates with the soul rather than someone telling you what's for you, I guess. It's more so like whatever resonates with you, that's what just resonates with you. That's fine. There's no there's just the removal of unnecessary bickering, because when you know what you know, like there's no need to debate with someone who likes to claim, let's just say for an example, that they don't have to have a nationality because it's man-made or whatever. Okay, fine, whatever you say. Right. It's just moving on with with your life and not being so stuck and trying to prove to this person like, oh, you have to have or whatever. Done with the fanatical, energies. Like, okay, you got it. Right. There's Venus opposed Neptune. And then the next aspect, we got Moon square Mars, right? So
yes, not correction, Brother Jack, if you allow me to real quick. Not 29 degrees 13, where the retrogradation arc is 24 degrees 15 minutes, pardon me. Let me clear that up. All right. Let me clear up another loud and wrong there. But I went to go double check the ephemeris and I thought I saw 29:13. It's 24:15. All All right. So from
Islam.
24 degrees Virgo 15 to 8 degrees Libra 55 minutes. Just want to be clear, make sure I clear that up for the record. Thank you, beloved. Here's the next.
Islam. Yeah, Moon in Virgo still. It's going to square Mars and Gemini. This is a very interesting energy here. All right, so we got Moon in the 9th house and Mars is in the 6th. There you go, Sean. There's one.
Yeah, boy.
That's more workplace energy though, or the diet. You know, people are just changing their ways, forced to make changes. That's me. You know, Prophet Noble Drawley. It's better to just make the changes rather than to be forced to make the change. Yeah, so that Moon in the 9th house and Mars in the 6th, it's like Mars is conjunct Bellatrix, if I'm not mistaken. It's close to it for sure. It's not exactly conjunct. So this Moon, I mean that Mars and that Moon, there'll be a lot of let's just say intellectual conversation, but it's the sincerity of that conversation is questionable, so to speak. Or if there will be some insincere qualities within, someone trying to, let's just say, basically sell you something for their benefit, so to speak, rather than a mutual contract. You both getting some sort of benefit from the lesson or the service, so to speak. Yeah, this is tough. Bellatrix, what you looking at? Yeah.
Just wanted to help you out, bro. Yeah, you're exactly correct. That's why you go into the swindler energy.
Yeah, that's energy. Yeah, right. Yep. Yeah, that's interesting, man. Yeah, because it's like, let's just say it's someone who's a carpenter and he's not really a carpenter. And he just like, finessed you out of your finance because he seemed legit because he had a business card or whatever. But, in reality, he just took your notes to do something very Neptunian, Neptune type vibe. This is but yeah, this is like the spotlight on the frauds or the charlatans or the ones fleecing the people, so to speak. And then the people are definitely going to have something to say because the Moon generally is the collective at large. But then Moon in Virgo, it's like they were getting some sort of service or something. It's just paperwork, or we could just say, oh, you got to have paperwork to declare your nationality, or to.
I mean, definitely.
It's $5,000 for you to travel.
Not that kind. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, it's a $5,000 document for you to know how to travel amongst the roads. But that's not what you need though with due diligence. And then you have those telling you, if you just study, you won't have to go through that. But then those ones seem to be the problem. But whatever, to each his own. It is what it is. So right, just again, Moon square Mars, you'll be seeing a lot of the swindlers who've been swindling. They're going to be the spotlight is on them now. Let's just put it like that.
Is it?
So dance for the camera, I guess. If you want. Yeah. So then after this aspect, Moon is going to trine Uranus. So it's going to be an internet shit show. But no, this is good though. This could be this is the clarity moment. Like the common sense is starting to kick in. Really, taking into consideration, the things placed before you, and using your discernment rather than just being moved by whomever because of whatever rank they may be in your mind or whatever. So you got Uranus in the 4th, right? 18 degrees, 32 minutes. In Taurus, it's retrograde. And then you have Moon in the 8th, right? Yeah, so it's just all internalized, so to speak. We're going back to the future with this. You know, we're like recognizing again what's beneficial rather than what's depleting the energy or our energy specifically.
In the words of Brother Charles Murray Bay, man, that shit is so high school. Fuck that shit. Okay,
yeah, that's true, right?
Islam.
So it's like, you know, just that specifically, you can be having a blast to the past and knowing how you used to react to things versus how you react to things now. And it's like, all right, I don't have to give my energy to that like that. So with Uranus, it's like, all right, so we're putting our first from 1 foot forward and taking that pace as it is and not being so erratic or hasty, so to speak, right? We're just really taking the time to consider the things again that's been laid before us and to see what fruit it is that it bears. With that Moon in Virgo trying Uranus, this is like a wave of new information, but it's not new information. It's just the clarity of this document that you may have read millions of times, but there was just one part of the document that you didn't understand. So now there's a more concrete aspect of what you knew before now, because you get just this one term that you could never, you know, comprehend or process in your mind, so to speak. But yeah, a lot of traveling is sort of emphasized here too with Moon and Uranus. Someone will maybe want to take a train ride because they fear trains or something like that. You know, just taking that leap of faith with courage, though, so to speak. But also, it's more so planning it rather than doing it, because that Moon square Mars is definitely happening right now. So just be open to inventing something more so, or be open to new inventions that may be essential for the home, so to speak. If you have like a, what is it? The Vivient or AD&T, you may need to like switch that out because it's not working effectively or something like that. You know, just watch your technological advancements and how they may not be so technologically advanced. Yeah. Without you, we got the sunrise for the 25th of September. Today, 25th of September is the new moon. So just really consider how you start your day today, specifically on the 25th. Start something new. Do something that you usually don't do when you rise. Just be open to difference, so to speak. Again, start the day doing something that you don't do, that you love to do, though, of course. It's obvious. So first aspect that we're going to look at is the moon opposed Neptune, right? Moon still in Virgo. It will oppose Neptune, right? Venus opposed Neptune earlier on Saturday, which is, you know, more artistically inclined, or the younger women, painting, music, dancing, birthing children possibly, or conceiving children. But Moon sort of similar, but more elderly, so to speak. Moon is the mother. Venus would be like the younger woman. So Moon's in the third, and Neptune's in the ninth. So this is the philosophical conversation. Maybe a study group on the mothers, women specifically, having a study group on chapter 21 of the Circle 7, bringing the literature back into putting the literature at a more paramount position, so to speak. It's just being emphasized more and acknowledged more, because all this mind is manned. So man speaks words, man writes words, right? So knowing that and how that is all life, what is it? All knowledge that the world has ever received comes from the mind. Yes. So that's quote me, I'm quoting. But with that knowledge, okay, now you consider and see things as they are rather than as you would want them to be. And then that's that muddy waters or rose-colored glasses thing going on with the moon opposing Neptune. However, there's also the ability to see those weaknesses and ailments more prudently or effectively, rather than trying to shun it away or throw it at the bottom of the sea or whatever, as they say. That's not going to work. So this is the time to really just reconcile one's differences and one's what one really ignites oneself with. So it's like you're either living based off of fear or love, and there's no in between, right? So that's just that formality. And now certain things are being removed around you because you may be living based off of love, and then most beings around you are stuck in fear. So you have to consider what's best for you at this moment in time, and that's very essential here with this Neptune retrograde and where it is, conjunct Markov. Yeah, and then Saturn is where it is in Aquarius. So you want to just watch who you think has your back, or who you think is your who you thought was your friend, or whatever you want to call them. You might want to consider that a little bit more. Seriously, because there's a lot of unhidden motives. Let's say that. Unhidden motives, meaning it's right in your face. However, you don't see it because of the rank or how you may be looking at that being, or yourself too. It's very self-reflective too, because how you may be looking at yourself could indicate what you may see in other beings. Yeah. So that's that moon opposed Neptune. Mm-hmm. Then we're going to do moon conjunct Venus. Yeah. So this is the study group though. Yeah, that's funny. Study. Mother and child. But the elder woman is really just getting the younger women to grasp it. It's the woman, the younger lady, recognizing that she's an emperor, at the age of 5. And when she's 25, she'll be unstoppable. Literally. So this is mother really having the opportunity to get younger mother to connect to herself and really acknowledge herself, where she comes from and where she belongs and what she may be willing to do based off her natal chart and her charge, and her consanguinity and where she comes from. that all of those attributes are being displayed. This is the child taking its throne, so to speak, standing up for everything that's been laid right before them. It's a Prophet Noble Ali said, "Children, you are playing rich." Like, it's pretty much that aspect. It's like simply going outside and knowing you have a mango tree and you were hungry just 7 seconds ago. This is that energy. This is 3:23 in the morning though. So of course, you know, it could still be going on. The study session could still be happening. But this day alone would be just a great day to do it, or plan it. To, you know, get a study group just going, you know, get the get the children to really know who they are, where they come from, what rights they have, which is unlimited, and how they are to, you know, protect those rights and protect those that they love, you know, so to speak. It's really just that governmental principle being ignited within the home, because of course government starts within the home. So that's that seed being planted with this moon conjunct Venus, right? So then moon's gonna trine Pluto, and that's just like it's like a wave of emotions here. Like everything that was just communicated is just, it's like backpedaling in the ocean, or not backpedaling, but just floating in the Atlantic Ocean or the Pacific Ocean, whichever you choose. Which one's hotter? Atlantic? No, Pacific, right?
That would be interesting.
I think the Pacific Ocean is the hotter one.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Makes sense.
But yeah, whichever one you prefer. You like colder water or hotter water, that's up to you. But yeah, this is the moment of like clarity here. This makes me think the chapter in the Circle 7, Charity. It's recognizing the balance between, you know, give and take. So moon's in the first, 26 degrees, 10 minutes, and Pluto's in the fifth, 26 degrees, Capricorn, retro. Yeah, so this is just this is like people seeing, like, I've seen my grandfather with that fez before. You remind me of my grandfather. Or that reminded me of when my grandfather used to tell me about the blah, 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 blah. Right. And it's bringing the clarity, because you've seen it before, but you didn't really have enough foundational background, or you didn't have enough background evidence to really make a move based off of your own, you know, constitutional being at that time. So now this is the igniting moment to, like, okay, Moors, be yourselves, so to speak. Okay, so now that's a universal proverb. Anyone, it would be wise for you to be yourself, because in most cases everyone else is taking. That's what they say. So you can only be yourself. You know, you trying to be someone else would be quite disrespectful to yourself. So this is just that moment, you know, really being who you are, and accepting that, you know, being who you are is the best thing you can do, because again, like I said last cycle, people are going to judge you regardless of what you do. So why not do what you love to do anyway, as long as you aren't harming anyone or doing no stupid, fraudulent, conniving, fucked up shit. You know, why wouldn't you plant a garden to feed the whole neighborhood if you could do it? I mean, why not? Because you're scared that the government is going to say something about interstate commerce? Stop it. Just do your due diligence, and then, you know, you'll be free, so to speak, which is just all the mentality. So just really do your due diligence on what is around you, and take the time to really study, and not be guided by words, because man knows not by being told. So even the things that we say, just try to prove it wrong, I guess. That's your best bet. And then you prove it right, and then you show your family. That's another proverb. That's a quote. Yep. So be open to change for your betterment, and let out your creative abilities. Who cares what they think? Let out that EP or that poetry. Start working out more if you have been thinking about it. Who cares if those guys are bigger than you, or she looks slimmer? So what? Get out your head. Who cares? I yield. We got next aspect, Moon conjunct Mercury. So now it's mental clarity time. Removing what needs to be removed. It's happening in the 11th house, 27 degrees, 54 minutes. And, you know, this is just the realization of who supports you and who doesn't. Who actually, again, is, you know, the ones that say they are who they are, and the ones who are not. You know, I think BMX said it best. And he said, just accept people to be who they are. If a thief is a thief, expect a thief to be a thief. If a cook is a cook, expect a cook to just be a cook. If that's all he likes to do.
It was a package seller, expecting to be.
Oh my God! If he's a package seller, just let him sell packages in peace. Because I promise you, the people are going to rally up, and that being will be being dragged by their feet. But no, definitely, you know what? I'll take that back. Don't let them sell packages in peace. That's not true. Don't do that. However, the people
Peacefully remove it.
the people will peacefully remove that being that they have set to the magistrate position, so to speak, magistrate subject. I'm quoting, or I'm speaking of a chapter from the Circle 7 again. But yeah, this is the people standing up and realizing that the people are the government, and not the other way around. It's like, oh my God, we actually control everything. Yep, we sure do. And then that's going to be a whole. It's a rally now. Everyone's Moors now. I yield. All right, the moon's gonna go void after that for like 3 hours and 54, 53 minutes. So moon's in the 10th in Libra. Look at that. Unity. Yes, this is the constitutional law. Constitutional law at its height. Everyone is learning law. What is law and what is not law? That is that's the energy with this new moon approaching. Everyone is definitely interested in legal and lawful. What does that mean? Ecclesiastical. What does that mean? Civil. What does that mean? Criminal. What does that mean? Family court. What does that mean? All of these, there's a everything has a question behind it. With Moon in Libra. I want to know, so tell me all of it and not just the part of it. Part and parcel, not part and partial. It's seeing the slight differences in just things as simple as that. So we know it, you know, as our studies, as you know, certain Moors have studied and seen, there's a slight documentary difference with let's just say in 101 is again part and parcel. And then another one it says part and partial. Oh my God, what's that about? Oh my God. Okay, so just seeing that distinct difference, you can use your discernment. That is just pretty much this Moon and Libra energy. Also, that's just pre this Sunday, because people are definitely, even at this moment as we speak, are diving into, you know, the Privacy Act and all of these acts of what has been established through a Social Security Act and all of these things that have some sort of control or chokehold over the people who don't like to read. So now it's being displayed all over again, because nothing's new under the sun, as we know. It's being replayed or re-given all over again for the people to evolve again. It's time for the evolution. Now you have to evolve to this process that you are occurring, or recognizing that you have inalienable rights or unalienable rights, you know, slash, right? So yeah, this is Moon in the 10th in Libra. It's just standing up for yourself, standing up for your rights, and knowing who you are. This is Get Up, Stand Up for Your Rights by Bob Marley. You would just play that at 12:42 on September 25th.
Set a reminder.
Yes.
Get up, stand up. Okay, yes, exactly. Let that be your
Buy the ringtone and make that your ringtone.
Support Bob Marley. Yes. Hey, yo, if you want to learn law like that, you could just listen to what he's saying, and it'll have you, you know, Google or whatever your favorite search engine is. You'll type certain things in your search engine based off of the lyrics, Natural Mystic, or Crazy Ballhead. How about a Bob Marley playlist for Moon and Libra? Yeah, it's live. All right, so we're gonna go to the new moon. More Bob Marley energy. He was an Aquarius. He was an Aquarius, right? Or Scorpio.
Bob Marley. Yeah,
he was an Aquarius. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So most people say, "Oh, the 420 is Bob Marley's solar return." No, it's not. It's Hitler's. It's Hitler's solar return. That's April 20th.
People are never that stupid.
Yeah, I yield. Just because there's fumigation going on, fumando, right? Going
stupido.
Just saying, all the fumando taking place on, you know, the 20th of April, you know, is what it is. But yeah, that is not correct. It's not Bob Marley's solar return. That is Hitler's solar return. That is the 20th of April. I yield, bro. Islam.
Islam. A lot of people love Hitler more than they know, huh? Look at that.
They actually do. Hey man, let's hundo on Hitler's solar return.
All righty. So the moon is in the 7th, 2 degrees 49 minutes, and the sun is also in the 7th. Yeah, so this is just an emphasis on, again, the just law, ecclesiastical law. Also, habit, the habits that we formed are being acknowledged and removed if they aren't beneficial to the health, the nervous system. But yeah, just specifically changing the diet is very emphasized here too. Some people are being forced to, again, so to speak, and some people are making the conscious decision based off of certain patterns that they've seen through the bloodline. things like that. So people are being more aware of how they're feeding themselves, what they're feeding themselves. And that's not just, I'm not just talking external intake. It's, from music to the things that you watch. Also the beings that you may hang around. All of these things are being considered and reconciled. Like if you want to be there, if you don't want to be there. The being a doormat thing, that's pretty much dead and gone. Because Libra is like, all right, I'm always trying to just have balance. And this motherfucker is always tipping my scale. So you gotta go. You're not as light as a feather. Right?
You're not light as a feather.
You are not. Yeah, so that's just that energy with that moon in Libra. It's really taking that into consideration and living off of that principle. And not being moved by someone saying, "Oh, but we've been for so." Well,
mind manipulation. Try it again.
Try it again, Marisaka. I go post doing this, Marisaka. Yeah, so it's not gonna work. So really, just this new moon energy, really give yourself that self-care. You should probably give yourself a fucking pedicure. Seriously. Brother Sean, you're hilarious. But for real though. Seriously, because that's the opposite of you're gonna get your nervous system together through your feet. For real. Find that balance.
Man, it's gonna be ticklish.
Yeah, and with that, it's just I'll yield with that because the moon's not gonna oppose Jupiter now. So this is just that time to really hone in and listen to your body. I got another one. There you go, bro. Got another one. 6th house.
Another one.
Moon in the 6th. Moon in the 6th, 3 degrees, 48 minutes. Jupiter is 3 degrees, 48 minutes retrograde. Yeah, so we really already know what's up, Jupiter's in Aries, right? So it's like we know where we want to go and how we want to go. And everyone wants to be a teacher. Oh, I'm the guru, I'm the philosophical guy, look at me. But it's like now it's like you're seeing where that's kind of like that shit's faded out now. You know what I mean? That's just pointless at this point because the point is due diligence. So it's just like taking whatever it is that you're into and you're really, really diving into that study to really comprehend it for one's own greater good. To then, of course, give it to the ones closest to you, your kin, and then seeing how that affects the community at large. Because always government is starting with the family. So to have your family in order, kin in order, you have to have yourself in order. So that's just that formality. And again, with the Jupiter being in Aries, opposing the moon, it's it's the moment or the clarity to really not overindulge so much. We're really realizing how much we may have been overindulging in certain energies that again is just not doing anything for the Constitution at this time. So it's just that time to step back and really stand up for that, for where you are mentally, emotionally, in all those aspects, and really indulge into yoga. Yoga is beautiful. So really just do it. Indulge in it, stretch that body out. Hurt. What'd you say, bro?
Yoga with brother Corey. That's next day. That's Thursday.
Yes. Stretch your body, seriously. Your body needs it. Your body will thank you very much. So just listen to it. Seriously. Just really listen to your body for once. And drink more water. And with that, I'll yield. And habits. Observe your bad habits. and see what needs to go and why he needs to go. Islam.
Islam. Man, let's see what we got going on here, Robert. Pardon me. Did I drop something? I thought I just possibly dropped something. Maybe I did not. All right. So with that being said, let me come towards this whole Rosh Hashanah that we're doing here. Right? That's what it is. And you guys go back to Veritas, right? And really comprehend what that is, right? We went over it. Go and check out our playlist here at 7HealStar, All Rights Reserved YouTube channel. And what I would like to also do is just say greetings. Let's see who actually did any communicating here. Okay, shout out to Halo City Young, brother Al Noor Latifa. All right, and we thank you so much for your interactions there. Let me make sure I didn't hit did I hit the play button? I did hit the play button, just wanted to make sure. All righty, so with that being said, guys, here, right, for the 26th, all right, September 2022, Rosh Hashanah, right? And from my observance, Rosh Hashanah is actually the beginning of the year, some would say, for the quote-unquote Jewish New Year. However, Ashkenazis or Khazarians, respectfully, because we already know what the true meaning pertaining to these words are, what the etymology really is. And I'm not being mean to anyone, actually. However, to just be upfront and just say what it is. Yes, there's a shofar going on, a blowing of the ram's horn. Why is that? Because after this new moon in Libra, you guys can actually now see the constellations that are 180 degrees from where the sun is. This is also the new year for the Southern Hemisphere, actually, to be completely honest with you. So now here in the Northern Hemisphere, we are able to observe the constellation, the constellation Pisces and Aries as this is happening. And of course, this is after. And you can see now here, this is, look, 321, right, is the sunrise here, right? And this is Rosh Hashanah from the 25th to the 27th, actually. However, we're actually right smack dab in the middle on the 26th here, but for 2022, it is 25th to the 27th for Rosh Hashanah, which is, and then 10 days later, 10 degrees later, solar actually, would be the Yom Kippur, the day pertaining to at-one-ment, right? The day pertaining to atonement. Now, guys, we're not really getting into dogma belief systems here at all. However, us being Astro-Masonic brothers, all right, and giving you the Astro-Masonic facts that have been, veiled in poetic fiction. However, we're going to continue to tell the truth. And what that is we're going to allow ourselves to get into what Rosh Hashanah really is. And some people say the head the year, Rosh, head. And that is denoted by the Hebrew text, what people call Hebrew, Resh, Shin, Hey, if I'm not mistaken. And Hashanah is Ha, meaning the, and Shana is year. Hey, Shin, Noon, Hey. All righty. And that's read from right to left. If you, are really into that. And this is marking Tishri. Tishri is the beginning of the civil year, the 7th month pertaining to Nisan, because Nisan is the beginning of the lunar year, so to speak, when you're actually looking at things that way or paying attention to your lunar calendar. It just so happens that it has been poetically shrouded in what some people think is Judaism. All righty. And again, we're not being dogmatic, nor are we making any negative assertions towards any beings that, associate with that in that fashion. However, I can only be true. And since I can only be true, I'm going to tell the truth. And with that, we're going to make sure that you guys are thoroughly clear that this sunrise is dealing with Rosh Hashanah at 0700 hours, 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Look at that. That's a 9-9. Right. So with that being said, guys, you can allow yourselves to really allow some beauty to be gained from what is poured out here all right, and really allow that inner child to go within. You know, you may have your pomegranates, apples, wine, and honey for this day, because that's what it is when it comes to Zed Rosh Hashanah, right? And just come at one with yourself 10 days later, right? That's Yom Kippur. And come at one with yourself. You know, Day of Atonement is not, you know, beating yourself to death for your sins and stuff like that. You know, if you are without some things, okay, cool. Now come together with inside yourself, right? Since this is the lower half, supposedly, right? Even though they was considered the north to be lower and the south to be upper, let's just talk a bit in terms of so-called quote unquote hemispheres, this being the new year, right? Pertaining to the southern hemisphere, of course, when, you know, because I mean, it's spring in the southern hemisphere. Let's just keep it a whole bang with ourselves. Right. And it's technically the quote unquote fall season. All righty. Come the time when the sun ingresses on the 23rd within Libra. All righty. So let's not be sensitive at the truthful words that I speak. Maybe you can do something like go to our YouTube channel, 7HealStar All Rights Reserved, click on our playlist for Veritas, or, you know, search, you know, Rosh Hashanah, what does that mean, you know, on your favorite search engine, and see what you can find. And I guarantee what that will do, it will take away from you the annoyance or being upset that you allow yourself to be. Because again, Brother Hassan Ghazi Obey, is not arrogant or self-centered. It's probably your listening that is, though. So again, this is about self-reflection. And if you see that in me, that means if you're pointing the finger, 9 times out of 10, you've got 3 pointing back at you. So with that being said, I'm going to yield the floor on that sunrise. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of his story, right? Whose story? Well, it's actually yours. When you go and really be, it's ours. Yeah, it's our story, right? That's what Brother Jag was pointing. He was pointing, you know, he was giving the thumbs up, sort of, just, you know, depends on where you're seeing it on the earth. You know what I mean? Because technically, guys, again, this is the new year for the southern hemisphere, right? However, it's also the new year according to the Judaic values. All righty. And what makes it so new is because we get to have stellar day. What's stellar day? Stellar day is when you can see the constellation at the end of Pisces, beginning of Aries. All righty. So solar night is taking place where the sun is when it's transiting Libra, or still the constellation Virgo. All righty. Which technically, you know, even at this time where the sun is at 3 degrees, it's still at about 8 degrees Virgo, pertaining to sidereal. And even sidereal is not really pertaining to constellations because it's more mathematic based on the Fibonacci sequences and Paisano periods. All righty. For those research astrologers out there. All righty. So with that being said, guys, looky, Astro Cookie, we have a Venus trine Pluto. How about that? All righty. And so we already know that Venus is at 26 degrees, 9 minutes in Virgo in the 3rd house, right? And of course, that dominant Mercury there with a plus 13.
Jesus Christ.
5 points for being in the sign that it rules. 4 points for being in the sign that it's exalted in. It has mutual. Is that mutual reception? Looks like there's a mutual. Is that? Oh no, pardon me. By triplicity, mutual reception by triplicity with the moon, because the moon is in Mercury's triplicity and Mercury is in Venus triplicity. So there's a +3 there, right? So that's 12. And then it's getting a +1 for being in its own face. So look at that, guys. So Rosh Hashanah Mercury is doing it, ruling the 3rd house. Allow yourself to really let this valuable communication come to your heart and really eradicate self-hate. Because all hate is for self first before it can be projected. like, the sun projecting its light to those constellations at the end of Pisces, beginning pertaining to Aries. What you guys are going to really allow yourselves to do is really go within, find that beauty and possess that inner travel for you to really bring to the forefront and put a spotlight on your subconscious mind. So you can really find some really awesome details in really balancing your inner being, which is home. Your first home is your body, because you have the spirit within the home pertaining to the soul, and the soul within the home pertaining to the phi cycle body, right? Some people call it physical. I like to say phi cycle. When I say phi, I do mean 1.618. So with that being said, guys, I am going to just kind of let you know that with Pluto there in the 6th house, right, at 26 degrees Capricorn, 9 minutes, appearing retrograde from our perspective here at Earth Plane Asha, we're really allowing ourselves, guys, to really bring home, honestly, really bring home to ourselves a way of some self-service that, you really go within yourself and really, stop lying to yourself. This is the stop lying aspect here. I mean, you can sit there and have an imagination. However, what's going to be transforming is every time you try to make an excuse for who you actually really are, you'll actually find salvation in just being sincerely accountable, right? So this kind of admission that I'm speaking on is not to the movie theater for matinee. However, where the show is with inside yourself. So have some pineal reflections there. Allow the 3 wise men, pituitary, hypothalamus, and pineal, to allow your endocrine system to get aligned appropriately. So with that being said, I'm going to yield the floor. I know we have a Mercurial Venusian conjunction occurring really 12 hours and 13 minutes after that Venusian Plutonian trine, right? So Venus is a part of another transit here, and it is a Mercurial Venusian conjunction, and it is taking place in the 9th house, guys. I mean, really, like, allow yourselves to really, man, that publishing project is on its way. I really see that, those rough drafts are really coming together. It's been a lot of contemplation. And now it's time to allow, because very soon that bow is going to be let go, and that arrow pertaining to Mercury is really going to really bring out some beautiful and harmonious publishing ideas here. All righty, guys. So you can really allow, yourselves to really be very fortunate, right? And how you're really communicating that which you would love to really expand on. You want to tell your story. There was some pain there. So now you can communicate that and put it in words, write it down, where you may kind of have this Anne Frank's diary type of vibe, because there's this inner Holocaust that you may have perceived yourself going through, but your own Hitler has been your lower self. All righty, back to that reference to Hitler, right? With that, I'm going to yield the floor. And next we have a solar Jupiterian reflection going on, right? The sun and Jupiter are 180 degrees in reflection to one another. And it's happening in the 2nd and 8th house, guys, that really allow those joint financial energies, the values pertaining to the relationship here, really allow them to have that fated response. Some things that you may not have wanted to say. However, you need to say what you need to say so that you and your loved one will be able to allow your heart and your subconscious mind to be able to share in possessing what is really necessary to really expand the institution pertaining to learning from that which may have appeared difficult to maybe a past interaction. However, in this interaction that you're in now, you will be able to get over yourself so you can get over the hangups within self. And with that, I yield the floor. Next, we have a lunar Martian trine here. And this lunar Martian trine of cards is taking place within the 5th and 12th houses, 18 degrees, 41 minutes, Libra and Gemini, both Mars and Luna are quartile. They're at the same degree in minute, that means. And this is happening in a way where you guys are really going to be able to see that you're going to have your pets, right? You're going to see something in your pets that's really going to be very transformative. It's going to allow you to really go towards your soul's destiny and find that fortunate action that has you driven really to communicate. You know, people are going to be talking to their pets here, really. You'll probably talk to your cat. You'll probably, you know, if you are someone who is a quote unquote farmer or agriculturalist, you'll be talking to your bulls, your cows, right? And maybe it's due to, you know, you really milking, not the teats of the cow, however, really milking your own subconscious mind and really allowing your heart to really provide those bone strengthening calcium type of ways. And when I'm just speaking spiritually on that, I'm really speaking on breath descended artwork, really allowing that to be the means that fuels how you really look at yourself and reflect on yourself, reflect on those things that you think, and really see that the whole time you've been holding yourself back. So now it's time to be creative, isolate those things that you really thought were going to hold you back. And it's no longer a need for you to have low self-esteem. So let your self-estimation soar. However, don't be unrealistic. Be realistic. Because as soon as you be unrealistic, you're going to feel it before something physical actually occurs to bring you back down to earth. And with that, I yield the floor. And finally, what I have here is a lunar Saturnian in trine for the beginning of the year, right? Rosh Hashanah, right? Because now you guys will be able to see, all right, due to it being stellar day, you can see those constellations that you can't see during the vernal equinox when the sun is present there. All righty. So during this Tishri, this civil year, we're beginning the civil year. The sacred year is from Nisan to Tishri, and the civil year is from Tishri to Nisan. All right. So with that being said, you all, let's really allow ourselves to really have a real harmonious time in how we're really bringing home the essential things. How are we really being the disciple within? All righty. And Luna is clearly sitting guard at the 5th house. Can't wait to hit that 4th house, right? It is giving its what they call anti-culmination. I would call it a culmination to the Imam Koeli or Imam Cheli, right? The 4th house cusp. Even though it's sitting guard right there at the 5th house cusp at the sun's fall degree, right? Where they say the sun has the least energy, where because it's exalted at 19 degrees Aries. However, Luna is there at 19 degrees Libra. All righty, giving a bit of a foreshadowing, so to speak, even though it's more than 12 degrees past. So we're actually past the first Tithi. We're in the second Tithi, right? For Dvitiya, according to the Vedic astrology, Jyotisha, right? What some people call the temporarily Indian astrology. And here, guys, we're really just reflecting a light pertaining to our inner child. Some things in our past life that we really just did not want to meet, you're going to come to peace with. You're kind of going to be forced to make this change so that you can grow and move forward, because there's this sudden change that must take place so that you can be poured into, so that your standing values will allow you to be all that you know you can be without being in the army. So reserve your rights necessarily. Reserve those rights that are necessary, right? And really allow yourself to really bring forth some very, 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 very creative higher learning within yourself. Those foreign affairs that people thought they were going to hold you to disciplinary action, no. They actually realize that you comprehend that you cannot be forced to contract with them. We don't care if you're a commonwealth of or a state of. Hey there, prosecutor, you suck. You suck. You suck. What are you sucking, prosecutor? On the empty teeth of not being witness to that which actually occurred. So here's a great loving wisdom for you all. Every time the prosecutor picks up something that the state is doing, that's because he's trying to cover the ass. Let's say, for example, trying to cover the ass of the policy enforcer that ran you off the road and wrote you a bill of attainder, right? They're going to try to call it a ticket or a citation. However, it's a bill of attainder where he actually violates the process service. And what the prosecutor is doing is hoping that you aren't wise enough to call them on their bullshit. And that there, I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot of people out there that are part of the bar association.
Jesus Christ.
They're going to quit. I mean, don't hang yourselves, guys, because I know, I'm telling you, some of these people out here are going to hang themselves. We're not doom and gloom astrologers. We're going to say, find another way. Go and be honest, because those bar grievances are coming hot off the presses, right? So with that, I yield the floor to my beloved brother in whom I'm well pleased, and that is Brother Sean Alim L. Islam. Brother Jack, you got me. I'll be right back, and then I can take over. But you got me, bro? I yield it. You there, Brother Sean?
I can't hear you.
I'm right here, right here.
There you go, Ski.
Great part is right here. Right here. All right, we got sunrise, we got the sun at 4 degrees, 20 minutes, Libra. Yeah, this is incorporating beauty into your daily routine. Whether that's rising up in the morning and singing whatever comes to mind, or just playing your favorite song or whatever to get your day going. Maybe like some instructional art videos somewhere in those realms, or just watching something motivating pertaining to what you do in your career field. Like if you're a speaker, you know, watching other speakers. If you're an astrologer, watching 7HealStar. If you're a tarot reader, you know, reading one of your, or you like tarot, you know, watching one of your favorite tarot readers, you know, in those fashion. Something in your niche, as they would say, when you rise. And we'll get, you know, right into the first aspect. What we got? We got a Mercurian Plutonian trine. First it was love and relations. Now it's the communications. All right, so where you at, Mercury? All right, so you got Mercury in retrograde, 26 degrees, 9 minutes. And the 11 got Pluto in the 3rd house, right? 26 degrees, 9 minutes Capricorn, so 11 and 3. Yeah, this is like really like victory, checkmate energy. When it comes to just like your communications, just projects and art, or just how you really service. Let's see, Mercury ruling over the 9th, and let's see, 9 and 11. Yeah, this is like really putting things together with that. For others in the collective, they could be seeing a change in their friend groups. Or just like a power struggle. Like there's always that running joke, like the one leader of the group. I remember like seeing some of those videos, like the one leader of the group be like all extra. Well, now it's like the changing of like, you know, these so-called power concepts. Things continue to come to surface. Pluto and Mercury are both retrograde. So really, you know, things a lot of being changed within East when you go East, when it comes to the service and organization and your health and just your status and goals. And Pluto's in the 3rd. So yeah, I'm getting somebody's out there, like, especially if they're the youngest or the next to youngest in their like immediate family. And they were always looked at and treated some way. The times have changed with that energy. And now they'll be coming to you, asking you for questions, or they'll see you like really breaking away from things that were just so like generational and just the usual way of doing things. And Mercury's and back at exaltation, so you're reflecting. So make sure you're definitely jotting down your insights, your thoughts, just journaling, really just writing and laying whatever come to mind. And also just working with some mothers here with this energy, Mercury in Virgo, Venus in Virgo, and the 9. So yeah, getting to the truth and not like kind of fascinating about what you think is true and getting to what is truly true. Yeah, Venus is ruling the ascendant too. Yeah. Now this is like really moving away from like what made you either not creative or what made you not want to take the necessary initiative, be the leader within yourself first before trying to lead others. And now that's really just going to bring just a proper communication and balance and harmony that the collective needs to, go to that next level, to start that new cycle. And yeah. And with that, I'm a yield. Yeah, Luna right there sitting on the ascendant. Yeah, this is like coming to emotional, mental, and physical peace after you realizing what you have achieved and what you have really let go. And just taking those learned experiences and being able to turn that into something more fruitful.
And shout out to brother Solomon Jur-El. Also, shout out to you, brother Solomon Islam.
All right, what we got next? We have a Luna Plutonian square. All right, so yeah, the harmony was there for the communications. Now there's like an emotional check, a nurture check. It's like, like Brother Jag was saying, listening to your body. So now it's like are you really good? And this Luna's still in the 11s. This is like a friend group checkup. Like, I feeling like there's gonna be a lot of beings really having the urge or having that feeling like they really want to check upon some of those that they work with, or just those they're in a group with, or really just checking up on the friend, their mental. As some are like experiencing different and major changes during this time in this period. Yeah, definitely. If you get the urge of feeling to check up on someone, check up on them.
But yes, that is actually, I can feel like the sincerity in that. Seriously though, seriously. Don't just wait.
Don't be fake checking up though. Yeah, that's the other side. Don't be fake checking up. Like, I'm gonna go see what this brother doing. Even though I don't really like him, I'm just kind of say, "What's up, bro? What you got going on?" Yeah, that energy, you're gonna be zapped before you even do it. Bing, that space ghost.
Space ghost, coast to
being
coast.
Honest, yeah, and also that just really being honest with yourself. Libra and Capricorn here, structure and balance. So yeah, definitely being honest with yourself and being open to really just removing what needs to be done if you want to take those next steps, or if you lay the foundational work down and it's right, now you can start building upon that next level. But you just have to be true with yourself, and Jupiter is ruling over that in home. So yeah. This is like a challenge. This is like a challenge. Like, you've seen you did the work, but sometimes there's gonna be a little challenge just to see if you were truly ready. Like you say, Jupiter's in the 4th in the home. So whether it's like your physical home or your metaphysical home and temple, And with that, I will yield, and Luna will be void of course for That's gonna be a long void course. So it goes void course 12/21 on Tuesday, and it ingresses. Wait, not long. Ingresses Scorpio there at 19:14.
Yeah, so it's a little under 7 hours.
6
So it's
hours, 53 minutes. 6 hours, 53.
yes, I will say that. Yes, 6:53.
Yeah. 6 hours, 53 minutes. No major purchases, any of that. But make sure you fill up your cart on 7HealStar.com with your readings and study material and hoodies.
That's long. Yeah, they can get the hoodies from Bonfire, man. They need to just go to either 7HealStar or Astrology Street, unless some of the other brothers got the link tree in their profile also. You know what I mean, guys? That's where you can go and check to see what we have there in our link tree, because we do have many things that are pro bono, quote unquote, free, as well as things that you can exchange for. Alrighty. So you guys want to check out Linktree at 7HealStar Instagram, as well as our Astrology Street Instagram. And if any of the other brothers, 720 Astro Healing, Jaguar Soul, you guys can even check, maybe, I'm not sure if Brother Corey at 84 Core has it, but we know One Heart Supplement is where you guys can get your amazing CMOS from Brother Corey, as well as get your yoga on with Core Movements.
Everybody get your yoga on. Everybody get your yoga on. What?
Reach out to GJack 711 indeed, and get your not only your heal on, you can also get your Moorish Latin learning on with Senior Jackson Bay at GJack 711 on Instagram. All right. And guys, you want to go in on these super duper AstroCivics Sunday style lessons that we're going over. You guys can also reach out not only to the brothers that I've listed already, but also our beloved brother Ara Mulaba Bay. Alrighty, we're very instrumental in making sure that we comprehend all the levels pertaining to municipal, state, and federal, as well as international. Because I'm going to go in and, like I said, look at that etymology pertaining to mineral, because I think there's some tie in there with mineral and electricity, because minor, M-I-N-E-R, is there, and then A-L, so descended from the miners. So people had to dig and mine, alrighty, into the earth in order to, allow themselves to bring forward that which is already here on the planet anyway. I mean, this is an electrical planet. I mean, that's what we are. We're electrical based beings. So it's no point in being charged for pleasuring yourselves. Alrighty, when you're actually utilizing what is termed electricity, alrighty, or water, or the land, or even the air that you're breathing. So, I just wanted to just put that shameless plug out there, and I yield the floor to you, Brother Islam.
Islam, gratitude indeed. And now on this level at Tuesday, Mars Day, we have finally the lunar ingress into Scorpio. Man, we got another 7th house. I think, Brother Jag, you dislike 6, I'm going to dislike 7. How about we do that? So now we can be even. Right? All right. So, yeah, moon ingress Scorpio on the 7th. So this is relationships and contracts. So intensively get into studying contracts, studying your lover, understanding your lover here, really just getting into the mysteries, like the occult, unseen, unknown, hidden mysteries here, just pertaining to contracts and just how you share yourself. You could definitely be reviewing how you share information, how you put yourself out there, like the self-projection from your self-taking actions. It's being ruled by Venus here. So the healing part for these 2 to 2.5, 3 days that Luna is going to be in Scorpio, the healings really come from servicing yourself. All right. Whether this is just by communications, whether with yourself, for those that do like altars to their gods, their ancestors, that's a way, or for those who, want to just turn off the lights and light a candle. Yeah, really just doing these different things, or really just expressing just the beauty, seeing the small things in life, whether it could be you're walking outside and a butterfly flies on your nose, or you see some squirrels having, running around trees, or dogs, running, whatever, just the little things that can bring happiness and joy, just within your routine or fitness, finding that and really, getting to tackling things in private, in silence and meditation. Just understanding and filling out your, your dream journal, or just really coming to actual terms about past pain. And just realizing that past pain is, what made you are today. And just really taking those experiences and those wisdom and that philosophy from it. It's like, wow, I used to do like this back in the day, but now I'm doing this. Like, wow, look at that growth. So, yeah, really recognizing the growth in silence and just studying that, learning from that from yourself and other beings. Jurisprudent, yeah, getting into the contracts. Realizing that everything is a contract, and is that contract conscionable or unconscionable? Did you know the terms and conditions? And oh well, I just signed things. Well, now you're starting to learn that just signing things doesn't mean something. Like to know why. So yeah, that, and probably possibly sharing with your loved one, like you coming across videos and now you're finding ways to study these jurisprudent concepts with your loved ones, are those your interest, or even with just the collective with that energy. So yeah, using that intensified energy to find out the truth so that you can understand truth and be living truth. And yeah, and doing it for the collective, not just for the look what I can do, for the collective, for the best of us all. Yeah.
Yeah, because
too.
You got
Yeah.
else to say, look what I can do, so you can encourage them to have the confidence that they see in you. That's what this is about.
Yes.
Islam.
Yeah. Like brothers always told me, be the justice that you would like to see, so
For sure.
due to a certain placement of mind, that, and yeah, just 12th house energy is just really healing. That's going to be the challenge. Can you heal in peace? Can you heal in silence? Or are you just going to be like that song and jump around, jump, and try to find healing in others that you're really wanting for yourself? And with that, I'm going to yield, and I'm just going to give that back to Brother Jag. Oh, yeah, bro. I didn't like how you had it on mute earlier when you was getting down, bro. I was trying to hear that soul.
That Jaguar soul.
No.
Oh, my fault, yo. I was in my little zone or trying to get into it. Yeah. I couldn't though. All right, we're looking at the 28th of September. 5 degrees Libra, 19 minutes. So on this Wednesday here, on the 28th, I would advise you to use your aggression and frustration wisely. Do not use it like a child uses things in most cases. Be aware of how you feel, and don't be so moved by that. Just really observe it. All right. So then the only aspect that we have for this day is Mars. What'd you say?
Motivation.
You're hilarious. Mars trine Saturn. Saturn's in the 7th, right? Mars is in the 11th. Look at that.
Beautiful.
7-11.
Why ain't talking about the stores?
We are not talking about the stores. Yes, we're not talking about the stores.
Don't go pause.
So yeah, this is interesting. This is like militant energy here. The psychological militia.
Oh, there's that big gulp.
You're hilarious. But no, this is literally this is just a bunch of scholars like really studying, case law, Supreme Court cases, of course, but any case law, it could be local, to wherever territory you're near. But yeah, this is definitely being inspired by like group economics, seeing people stand up for themselves and take the initiative to have the thing they want, but not looking to get it based off of like societal ways of doing it, right? So it's like an example when people say, I have to have a certificate, right, to be able to do whatever. That that process of thinking is sort of being changed within the group dynamic. So it's like the group is looking to create those own documents for themselves and get it create their own seal so they can seal the document and send it off to whomever they want to do business with or trade with. So yeah, this is just more so like the group economics really coming together. With that Mars and Gemini, it's like really cutting off and really watching what one's saying, how one says it to the the ones closest to them, because the structure is the emphasis. Saturn and Aquarius. So if there's no structure or foundation, you can't really build anything solid. So now with that knowledge or knowing, the foundation is being reconsidered and rebuilt, so to speak, or it's like re-acknowledging that the foundation may need some assistance, or someone's foundational guidelines, or what they may think of foundational principles may be a little bit twisted. So it's again just getting people to go back to their ancient foremothers and forefathers mindset and see how that differs from being something you were told to be. And that's that Mars trine Saturn energy. And with that, I will yield. Sean.
It's long, bros. It's long. Excellent. I guess I'll save that right there for when we come back next cycle. That is a yes. And stop at the screen share here. To my beloved brothers in whom I am well pleased, Brother Terrell Tamari Bay, Brother Sean Alim L, also our brothers Corey Bay and Ara Muaba Bay, as well as Senior Jackson Bay and Brother Errol Mill Bay. We're very thankful and grateful for you all joining us here. I'm already starting in the iMovie on the advertisement, right, for actually just promoting what it is that we just did here, guys, so I can have that on up there. Be collaborating with Brother Sean Alim now, of course, for that via the Instagram after posting it to TikTok, right? And then this will be the, guys, we'll have the link in the story for this YouTube presentation for you guys to, get on it early. And we're going to make sure we share it to the Jurisprudence Gem now also, right? Via our account for 7HealStar Astrology Firm at the Jurisprudence Gem. So with that being said, guys, we really, mothers and sons, we really enjoy you joining us here via our YouTube channel, 7HealStar All Rights Reserved channel. And I'll just make my final look arounds here. All right, let's see what we have all here. All right. And just like to thank again, Brother Al, Nora Latif Al, and Brother Solomon Al for joining us here. We see there's what's happening in the interacciones, right? So with that being said, I think this is the part where I and my brother say, be yourselves and
donates.
Exactly, donatus, right? brother Jack was like, I'm gonna wait to see if someone else says it. It's all good though. No, it's all to the giznards. Brother Jag, I know it is time to strum the guitar, bro. And time for me to get ready to prepare some vegetables. I'm telling you, cucumbers calling for me. I'm gonna chop them up like this. You know what I mean? It's gonna little salt and onion powder. You know, some cayenne too. Anyway, see, I'm wise enough to know when lunch is calling. Anyway, just saying, right? So with that being said, guys, right? I know, right? But what apropos songs to choose, right? But however, my tummy is looking for the party, right? As if this was Yo Gabba Gabba, right? So I'm about to get my broby on and have a party in my tummy. So yummy. So anyway, with that being said, any other questions, comments, and/or suggestions? Any emotional outbursts from my beloved brothers in whom I'm well pleased? Going once. Questions, comments, and/or suggestions going twice. All right, and make sure that the baby is always behind me. I promise you. I'm not gonna move the chair. Let me move it out the way. Right, baby? Right? Right? I'm such a ham. All right, y'all. We are going to yield the floor, and we here at 7HealStar.com Astrology Firm. Let me actually lift this up a little bit. Ding. All right, lift that up so you guys can actually see. All right, we'd like to thank you all for joining us. As always, we will see you Friday for our impromptu improv. And we will also, because we was going so hard, we probably should have recorded our study session yesterday in lieu of, and also this morning for AstroCivics Sunday. We're going to bring you AstroCivics Sunday number 4 this Sunday, right? Because we just kind of, went in with the AstroLiteracy Comprehension Conference, which, by the way, guys, remember that's every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday since the 12th August 2022 till the 30th October 2022. All right. So you guys can come in and test it out, check it out to see if that's something that you would really enjoy, because we comprehend that not too many people actually have had that scholastic experience that, you really get when you're really a part of an astrological community full of astrologers. It's not just 7HealStar Astrology Firm. We're just, a small few that's part of international mini, all right? And I'm saying MANY, not MINI, all right? And even though it seems like it's a small group, astrologers are in comparison to the overall population on said planet, all right? So with that, I'm going to say to you all, I and my brothers are saying namaste, namaste, namaste. We will see you all Friday. Probably see us on Instagram Live tonight, depending on how things go, all righty? Islam, Islam, Islam to you all. Peace out.